Alright, so now that we're going on with this, going on to the next chapter of all this. So this should be interesting. Sorry about that, everybody. Alright, so Nathan's also here this time.
Hello.
So this should be interesting with connecting. I'll switch out some stuff since... Oh snap! The boss is the Lancelot.
Oh, dang.
Yes, the Lancelot, Nathan. This is amazing. It'll be fair to the story and use her.
Mhm.
Alright. So we're about to start at the first thing. So apparently we're on the Archangel's bridge. By being able to decode my encryption and contact me, there are a few things that can be established. Even she's silent. First, that you are able to comprehend the Japanese language. That is to say that there is a country called Japan in your world where Japanese live. In addition, this also means that there is a parallel world that exists and there is a method to traverse between the two. You're quite accepting of all this. I had my doubts, but after seeing the truth myself, I had to acknowledge the facts. And finally, I know that you are isolated and seek information about our world. It's exactly as you say. But how did you know we came from a parallel world in the first place? Call it the results of effective information gathering. That's your reason. Do you really expect us to trust a man that won't even show his face? I hope you'll understand that I have my own reasons for this. Then can you tell us why you want to cooperate with us otherworlders? The enemy that attacked you is the Holy Britannian Empire, an empire with a powerful military force who gives no pardon to those who do not align with their ideals. In fact, the Japan of this world was invaded by them, turned into a territory of their own, and is now dubbed Area 11. The Japanese that live there are referred to as Elevens by the Britannians, receiving none of humiliation. That's just. And since Britannia is hostile towards you, you're able to cooperate with us, correct? We'll discuss the details when we meet in person. I'm moving to the designated rendezvous point now. It's a blind spot in the Britannian surveillance network. As a show of good faith, I will be going there alone, unarmed. Whether you believe me or not is up to you. But then, of course, transmission ended. So what do you think about Zero, Nathan?
Hmm. I think, as he said, he has his reasons. It's pretty interesting. I mean, you don't want everyone to discover who he is. Mask is a bit different. Completely covers his face. So,
Be aware, you're gonna probably have to cosplay him in the future. Either
uh-oh.
be you or me. Regardless, let's continue on. Well, what do we do? Let's make our way to the point zero designated. Captain, no matter how much we need the information, it's too rash to begin negotiations with a man such as that. That's a good point. But what about the risk he's putting himself in? There's no guarantee that man isn't actually Britannian himself. Even if the Britannian Empire is a powerful military force, if it seized control of Japan, there's no doubt that there would be rival forces to oppose it. Such as that gun that came to our assistance in the previous battle. Well, we do seem to be considered an enemy of Britannia now. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, is how the saying goes. It's a risky gamble, but one we have to take. You're right. And it doesn't seem like Dito intentionally opened the portal to another world. More than that, the guy doesn't appear to remember how to do it in the first place. What if we examined him while he was in Titan form? Beginner group investigated the Darion in the past, but never found any ability that would allow him to travel through parallel dimensions. Also, it's been reported that he's unable to maintain his Titan form for an extended period of time. Dang. They are a lot smarter than the World 1 people, that's for sure. We can't return to our world until his memory is back, so we have no choice but to stay in this one for now. Of course, once he does regain his memories, there's no guarantee he'll still be on our side. I suppose so. In any case, we'll rendezvous with Zero in order to obtain information of this world. And of course, Natarly always doubts everything. Of course, we're on the hangar. So you're the pilot of that machine, the one called Strike in the Gundam. I am. Conjecture. Why do you call Gundam in your world that name? The Strike's OS acronym appeared on the start screen, and that's what it said when I read them together. So, in other words, you came with the abbreviation. Oh yeah, that's true. What's called in the Seed series, Gundam actually is an acronym for the machine. Whenever you start it up, it will always appear. If it's a Gundam unit, it will appear with that acronym. I'll show you it later, Nathan.
Hmm.
But the name Gundam seems to be pretty well known in this world. Yeah, that's the weird part. Kira! Flay, what are you doing here? I was worried about you since there was another battle. Um, who are those people? Oh, these are the members of Mithril. I'm Curtis Weber. Nice to meet you, young lady. There's a lot of trouble going on right now, but we'll be sure to keep the ship safe. After that, right? Oh, ain't that right, Sosuke? Yes, that's our mission. I overheard the crew talking about it. Are we really in a different world now? That's... It's because of that Dilo person, right? Hmm? How could you let this happen to us? When are we going to go back to our world? We still don't know it yet. If we don't go back, yeah, she's not gonna do anything. Flay is useless. She's a bad love interest. She's a bad everything.
Hmm.
Hey, I understand how you feel, but blaming Dito for it won't help. He didn't mean to do it himself. Well, I'm not convinced. Flay. And of course, Meg is still dumb, but oh well.
Hmm.
Now we're on to the Shinjuku Ghetto. Because of the recent mop-up operation, the Shinjuku Ghetto was finished. Yeah, some people were finally starting to come back too. Euphemia!
Hmm.
Yeah, I really need to get you into Code Geass.
Oh, I've seen a little bit of it.
I'm gonna make you see it all. That's the fun part of
Mm-hmm.
this.
Hmm.
Let's go back to the Tokyo settlement. No, please show me Shinjuku. Show me where the 11s live. But why? Today is my last day to myself. That's why I want to go see it. I'd wondered what kind of place that it was. What kind of place it was. That I really shouldn't be the one to act as your guide. No, rather, I'm glad that it's you. The son of Japan's last Prime Minister, Genbu Kururugi. Private Suzaku Kururugi. So you already know about me. Why did you become an honorary Britannian? Someone. Someone needed to break the cycle of hatred. Of course, it's doubtful that the one who does it will make all the bad things go away, but people shouldn't lose. Yeah, people shouldn't have to lose the ones they love, at least in a world without war. How would you do it? I don't know yet, but if I stopped trying, then my father's death would have been for nothing. Prime Minister Kururugi's? Because of that war. My father had to die. Apparently, Cecile and Lloyd rolled up in a car. Suzaku, get in quickly! Miss Cecile? The army, the army obtained information on Zero. We've been ordered to send out the special unit. Sorry to drag you back with us just after your charges are dropped, but them's the breaks. Sorry, Yuffie. This is where we say goodbye. I have to go. Suzaku. It was a really shock when you suddenly fell out of the blue like that, but it was a lot of fun. Yes, it was for me as well. I truly thank you for showing me around Area 11 without so much as a question. I feel the same way, Princess. By the way, Suzaku, did you know that this lady is the third princess of the royal family, Euphemia Britannia, right? She's what? Is that true, Lloyd? Mm-hmm. But she's been a student up until now and hasn't made a public debut yet. Your Highness, I beg your pardon. I had no idea who you were. Dang, and of course, one of the things about Euphemia was she wants to be an understanding person. She's Suzaku's love interest. But of course, Suzaku has to suffer. All good characters have to suffer. We're back on the bridge. Welcome aboard the Archangel. I thank you for accepting my proposal and inviting me to your ship. I can't believe he really came on board. Is he stupidly honest or just plain stupid? I've made it to the negotiation phase. The first condition has been cleared. I'm close enough now that I can make eye contact and use Gyat's to command them. Can only work on the same person once. Oh yeah, so they're probably using the beginning
His
part.
ability.
Basically, in the beginning, Zero still, well, Lelouch is still getting used to using the Gyask. So his is Gyat's, it's command. On that mask, there's a little compartment that opens up and shows his eye. If he gets within eye contact with you and uses Gyas right there, he can tell you to do anything he wants, and you'll have to do it within the best of your ability. But yeah, it can only be used on the same person once. I have to be sure of the best time to use it effectively.
Mhm.
I notice you still aren't showing us your real face. This mask is the symbol of Zero. I hope you'll be willing to negotiate without removing it. We don't see the need side of your face when we're from. He's not wrong. When we came from a different world and don't even have the faintest idea of what's going on. Maybe he's just shy. Don't crack jokes, Kurtz. Just be sure you aren't connected with Britannia, are you?
Yeah, that was that part.
Yeah, I was fast. It won't be easy, but I think there's value in winning them over normally. To clear second edition, I need them to actually feel the pressure of the situation. Well, to me, Britannia is an enemy that must be defeated. The reason I seek your cooperation is this battleship's military strength. What is what you mean is you want us to fight Britannia? Precisely. And in return, I will provide you with information and supplies. We didn't come to this world to participate in a war. Naturally, it would only be until you return to your original world. Even so, there's far too much risk involved. You said yourself that Britannia has a powerful military, didn't you? That they do, and they view the ship as an enemy, which means that you could either fight them on your own, or you could do so with my assistance, as two or as one.
Hmm.
Say we do this. Do you even have a way to win against Britannia? I do. I would not have risked coming here alone otherwise. Remember, the main theme about Zero, he's strategy incarnate. He's all about
Mm.
plans, tactics, and everything. That's all Zero is.
Yep.
He got plans upon plans.
3 steps ahead.
Yep. Or four in his case.
Mm.
There's always a chance that you could just be planning to use as sacrificial pawns. There's no time to hesitate. Britannia will be making its its next move soon. Oh, Zero is fast. Unidentified units closing in. Their heat source pattern matches the enemy units from the previous battlefield. From the previous battle. Nightmare frames. The humanoid weapons developed by Britannia. Hey, wait a second. I thought you said it was supposed to be a blind spot in their surveillance network. This simply means they're not idiots. That's a good comeback right there. Of course, the real reason is because the information on this ship's position and the fact that former Viceroy Clovis's assassin, Zero, is on board was leaked. By none other than myself. It was just smart. This is a way to get them to fight together. Since Zero, it's Zero. Zero looks out for Zero. All hands, level 1 battle stations, all units, sortie immediately and secure an escape route for the ship.
Mm,
Alright. Ooh, Exia's in this.
Nice. That's probably gonna be one of my favorite units.
It will be. You will love the Exia.
Oh yeah. I'm somewhat familiar with model, just not the series.
Enemy units will soon enter the combat zone. All units launch! High energy heat source is approaching. It's not a nightmare frame. It's the Gundam from before. That guy's shown up again. Is he here to help us this time too? And of course, Setsuna is still whatever. Zero. Do you know about that guy? Do you know anything about that guy? It belongs to an organization that uses armed interventions against areas experiencing war not terrorism. Celestial being. While the particulars are unclear, their goal is to eliminate all conflict. That's their goal? It would appear that Celestial being has taken an interest in you as well. That machine came to our aid in the last battle too. What could possibly be their intention? For that, for that answer, you would have to ask Celestial being themselves. In any case, I want all units to keep the enemies away from the ship until we can secure an escape route. Exia, commencing executing second mission. Oh yeah, Kotetsu Jigs here. So I got his SR. Yeah, I got an SR for him, so might as well.
Bet you did.
Why aren't they
Attack.
attacking Setsuna? Oh dang.
Yeah.
Death.
Attack.
When it's bloody murder.
He's too strong.
It makes sense to start getting the hang of grinding and stuff, but also nightmare frames are too small. Really needs to grind my the Graftins, these girls. But yeah, with nightmare frames, once again, if you look at nightmare frames, the coolest thing is honestly on the back thing on their leg. That thing right there that you see? Those are literal wheels.
Yeah.
That was the coolest thing about them.
Makes him a bit more mobile, huh?
Oh yeah.
Kind of like they probably use them evasively, I guess. Well, that's all she wrote.
A new enemy unit is heading towards the ship. All units, continue to intercept.
Whoa,
Ah, I missed one of them.
that's weird.
Nah, it's expected.
Oh, my guess would be like you have to use one of your ultimate attacks or something.
Probably. Oh well. Escorting Her Highness to the Viceroy's office has made us dreadfully late for the party. It can't be helped. We couldn't just leave her in the ghetto. I'll make up for the delay. Now then. Suzaku seems quite motivated. I wonder if having false charges on Prince Clovis' assassination dropped, as speaking with Princess Euphemia afterwards had a positive effect on him. I'd say that's likely the case. Oh, and it looks like the Celestial being Gundam is still out there. So we should be able to get some juicy data on it. Lancelot, preparing to launch. Like I thought, that boy really is the most important part. Bruh, the Lancelot. Yes. You
Awesome.
love your knights? Actually, you have an obsession with knights, yes. Kogi also be perfect for Nathan.
Oh boy.
High energy heat source approaching rapidly. 1 unit. Seems to be a different type of nightmare frame than the ones currently in the combat zone. Yo, the White Helm. You familiar with that one? That one's abilities sets it apart from other nightmare frames. Be careful. Of course, Setsuna is silent. Celestial beings Gundam. The one with the goal of eradicating conflict. And if our information is accurate, Zero should be over there. What's his real reason for contacting that ship? So some irregularities will be unavoidable, including Celestial being. Princess Euphemia said before that just as I lost my father, she lost her brother, Prince Clovis. And to prevent anyone else from losing a loved one, she wanted to help me. If the Archangel can't push back the White Helm here, then I'll have to alter my plans. Zero. I owe you a debt for helping me before, but your method of doing things is just wrong. I'll capture you, because I don't believe in the value of results achieved through unjust means. Then I'll change Britannia my own way. Change the world! Don't fall behind, Honorary Britannian. Continue the attack. Apparently Suzaku has a thing with them. If Suzaku and Setsuna fight, apparently they have a good dialogue. I want to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, these little guys are fast. Try him as a Kotetsu Jig, dude. I actually do want to see what Suzaku would say to Setsuna fully. Then again, in a realistic situation, the Exia is pretty big. You're seeing like a 3 to 6 meter little nightmare frame versus a Gundam that's well over 16 meters. That's not gonna end well for anybody. Okay, oh snap, he's moving.
Yay.
Of course, the Lancelot, dude. Look how beautiful that thing is. Yeah, better off destroying the basic. Oh damn, the basic grunts.
Alright, so who talks?
Setsuna if he fights. Eliminating the target. I'll change the world in a way that's different from you people. Whoa.
Animation back on. Yay.
Damn, I forgot to.
Uh-oh.
Get, I can still fight. Suzaku, come back. But I'd rather you didn't break the Lancelot if you don't mind. The data you got is sufficient, so go ahead and come back. Understood. Returning. It retreated. Captain, retreat path is secure. Then we'll withdraw from here immediately. Relay that to all units. Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. Okay, so it's not special attack, I guess. Maybe it's a skill.
And I'll deal with it later.
Like the whole, yeah, like the skill thing that makes your attack go up, or my
Something like
favorite
that.
one is to where you can actually move more. So maybe you just have to activate a skill rather than a special attack. Because you definitely activate a special attack for that battle.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll do it on my own time. Regardless, we're back at the mess hall. That's seriously what's going on in this world's Japan? What is wrong with these? What is wrong with those Britannians? Haven't they done enough already? Settle down, Shittery. This isn't the world we come from. I know that, but I can't just be okay with this. I understand that hearing that your home was taken over, even though it's parallel world, is hard to accept, but we gotta do something about this, Sosuke. We can't let things continue like this for these poor people. Liberating an liberating an occupied country is no small feat. We can't do it on our own. I have to object to fighting Britannia in this world too. Ah, come on, that guy he's a background character. Nobody cares about him. We're back at the bridge. And Celestial Beings Gundam? Its reading is gone. I see. Well, for the time being, we have averted a crisis. Naive. Britannia will be spreading news that you're an enemy. The situation would only deteriorate from there. Now, let's hear your answer. It's true, just as you said. It's just you said, the Britannia's oppression is much more severe than at first glance. However, it's not necessary for us to fight them. With no information and no allies, how do you intend to survive in this world? We'll work together with our crew and find a means to do so. So you refuse to take part in the conflicts of this world? That's correct. They're more stubborn than I anticipated. In that case, change plans. If I put in my debt now, I can make use of it later. Then, in honor of such respectable spirit, I grant you the bare minimum of assistance. I would like to freely offer you information and necessary supplies. And of course, she's surprised. But Mao and the others are actual mercenaries. They know something's up. And just what do you get out of that? The Archangel's existence itself is to my benefit. What do you mean? People who do not bend the knee to the major powers have appeared. This fact alone will cause forces against Britannia to rise up. That's not what we whatever your intentions may be, this is how the populace shall feel. Even if Britannia distorts the information somewhat. As a token of my cooperation, I'll give you an information terminal and an encrypted communication code. How you choose to use these is up to your discretion. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I'll be taking my leave. Well then, I'll escort you to the exit, in case you were to get any ideas along the way. Please do.
Uh-oh.
There's just one thing I want to ask you, and that is, are you Japanese? There's no reason for me to answer that question. Ah, I see.
Uh-oh.
This person. Is there something wrong with me? No. Then I'll go. Then I'll get out of your way. That feeling just now. What was it? Who the heck is that guy? It might be something. Chittery is a part of the Whisper, so it might have been something with that. We're back at the bridge. Are you sure? Are you sure it was a good idea to let Zero leave? Yes, for the time being. What do we do now? Like we discussed before, we gather information. With the Terminal Zero left behind? Not just that, we'll be dispatching the three Mithril agents to Japan. Undercover investigation is one of their strong points. We'll have them gather information on the ground for us. So it looks like me, Kurtz, and Sosuke will be heading to Japan. Roger that, ma'am. Is there a specific destination? Tokyo. The Terminal Zero left behind has details on several of them. We're gonna try to hit them all up. Care to name a few? Shinjuku Ghetto, Tokyo Settlement, and Ashford Academy. Ashford Academy is the academy where where the school events of Code Geass happen, Nathan. So Colin, Lush, Suzaku, etc., all the younger characters, they go to school there.
Yep.
Academy? I wonder what that's like. No idea. That's what we're going to find out. Well, if it's a boys' school, then Sosuke can infiltrate it. If it's a girls' school, then I'll go. You're too old to go to his high school anyways. Though if it were possible, I'd have liked to bring Dito along. Huh? Why? We won't have Mythos backup for this mission. We can't exactly bring our armed slaves into the middle of the city. But Dito can go as a human and then turn into the Didarion when needed to. He's perfect for infiltration and sabotage missions. That's true. If he ended up being our enemy, though, we'd be screwed. All he'd have to do is transform and we're dead. Um, Sergeant Major Mao, could you please take Dito and I with you to Japan? Oh, snap. You realize this is infiltrating a hostile environment. If something happens to Dito, then we lose our ticket back to our world. But just like you said, Dito's abilities are perfect for undercover work. We need information if we're going to make it in this world. I think it's a good idea to bring Dito for that. Okay. Why do you want to come along yourself? To follow Dito, and because I'm Japanese, I want to know what Japan is like in this world. That's why I want to go too.
Hmm.
Huh? Hey now, we're not going there just to play around. And you are our escort target. I can't allow you to be put in danger. I want to know about this world's Japan too. And that masked man. I feel like if I go to Japan, I'll see him again. I don't know why I feel that way, or even why I want to see him again. I can't allow you to come with us. I've made up my mind. Even if you say no, I'm just gonna follow you anyways. Chittery. What do you think, ma'am? Okay, we'll all watch over her together. But, look, I don't want her to jump out of this ship on her own or something. And besides, if we're going to infiltrate Ashford Academy, we may as well have an actual high schooler with us. Thanks. Sosuke, this is an order. Understood. Dang, so much dialogue for this chapter.
Hmm.
I appreciate your efforts with dispatching the special unit on such short notice, as well as escorting my sister to me. Allow me to show you my gratitude again as well. Thank you, Suzaku. Please, your kind words are too much for me. What do you think, Princess Cornelia? The Lancelot is a 7th generation nightmare frame with abilities you won't find on ordinary. I had heard the pilot was an 11. Yes, he's an honorary Britannian, however. I promoted him from private to warrant officer. That should satisfy him. I intend to win without relying too much on the numbers. According to your report, the gunmen in the identified battleship have been observed fighting on the same side multiple times, correct? Yes. There are more scoundrels that would oppose us beyond those in Area 11. Even my half-brother Clovis fell to an assassin's blade. The enemy of the Empire. Zero. Must be caught. We're qualified to rule because we fight for our lives. I understand that logic, sister, but still. Bruh, more dialogue.
Hmm.
And of course, we're back to Ashford Academy. Welcome back, dear brother. I'm home, Nunnally. What do you do? What are you still? Sorry, what are you doing still up? Paper cranes. I had to fold 1,000 of them so our wish will come true. That's right, for the promise that by the time you can see, the world will be a gentler place. Yes, born into the Britannian royal family, our mother was murdered, and we are used as little more than political tools. That's why I'll don the mask of Zero and take on any sin necessary to build a world where not only can live happily, and that's it. Dear God.
Hmm. Oh,
We got the Exia! Exia is mine.
yay!
Setsuna F. Seiei. I also got all this extra. Yeah, we got GN sword, this. Alright. We'll go on to
I'll
the next stage in a bit. Alright.
definitely be using that unit.
Hell yeah. Alright, we'll do this in a bit. Hold on. Goodbye.